issue.
Okay, good morning everyone. Okay, so in the last class we have discussed about the wave and the characteristics of wave and also the types of wave. So there are two types of wave. One is transverse wave and the other is longitudinal wave, right? So in this class we'll discuss about the properties, uh, mainly wavelength, time period, frequency and speed. So these are the properties of wave: amplitude, wavelength, time period, frequency and speed. So amplitude is the height of the wave, wavelength is the uh, distance traveled during one vibration, and time period is the time taken during one vibration, and frequency is total number of vibration in one second. Speed is the speed of the wave, which is defined as the wavelength divided by time period. Again, time period and frequency are correlated, since frequency is the number of total number of vibration in 1 second, and time period is the time taken during one vibration. Therefore, if we take frequency as f, then f equal to 1 by t. Okay, so now wavelength. Wavelength is denoted by this symbol. This symbol is called lambda. So wavelength is denoted by lambda. The distance traveled by the disturbance during the time of one vibration by a medium particle is called wavelength. So we know that when the wave travels, the particle of the medium vibrate, right? So the distance traveled during one vibration by one particle is called its wavelength. Distance traveled during one vibration by a particle. In case of transverse wave, the wavelength may also be defined as the distance between two successive uh, crest and trough. Means we know that when the in case of transverse wave, the particles of the medium vibrate in perpendicular direction, right? Perpendicular direction means it will go upward and it will go downwards. So crease means when it go upwards, and trough means when it go downwards. Trough means when it go downwards. So the total distance of the total distance between successive crease and troughs are called the wavelength. Wavelength in case of transverse wave. This is the wavelength in case of transverse wave. In case of a longitudinal wave, the wavelength lambda is equal to distance from center of one compression or to another. center of one compression to another. That means in case of the longitudinal wave, we know that the particles of the medium vibrate along the direction of the wave. So when it vibrates along the direction, once it will go forward and once it will go backward, and it will then it will come back to its original position. When it goes forward, it will known as the expansion, and when it is come backward, it is known as the compression. So the distance from the center of one compression to another is called its wavelength. So in case of longitudinal wave, the wavelength is distance from one compression to another. Okay, since wave is a distance, that's why the unit of wavelength is meter. The SI unit of wavelength is meter. Okay, so frequency is denoted by nu. This symbol is called nu. The number of vibration made by a particle in 1 second is called uh, frequency. Total number of vibration in 1 second is the frequency. Frequency is represented by nu, and the SI unit of frequency is hertz. Okay, next topic is the relation between frequency and wavelength. So the time period of a wave can be defined as the time taken to complete oscillation. Oscillation means vibration. The time taken to complete one vibration is the time period of the wave. Because frequency determines the number of times a wave oscillation in 1 second, and it can be expressed as f equal to 1 by t or t equal to 1 by f. Frequency is total number of vibration in 1 second, and time period is time taken by a particle during the time of one vibration. Therefore f equal to 1 by t or t equal to 1 by f. Again, the wave velocity is defined as the distance traveled by a wave per unit time. So wave velocity is distance traveled by a wave per unit time. Unit time means 1 second. Per unit time means 1 second. Distance traveled by the wave in 1 second. So therefore v equal to v denoted by v is for the velocity of the wave or the speed of the wave. V equal to lambda by t. Lambda is the distance traveled by the wave and t is the time taken during one vibration. Therefore v equal to lambda by t. Again, you know that t equal to 1 by f, and if we put the value of t in this place, then v equal to lambda into f. So wave velocity v equal to lambda into f, or wavelength into frequency. You have to remember this formulas, that wave velocity equal to wavelength divided by time, or wave velocity equal to wavelength into frequency. Okay, you have to remember. The question may comes, determine wave velocity in terms of time period, then it will be wave velocity v equal to lambda by t, or wave velocity equal to wavelength divided by time. And it may ask, determine wave velocity in terms of frequency, then you have to write down wave velocity v equal to lambda into f, or wavelength into frequency. Or if we convert these two, wavelength equal to wave velocity divided by frequency. Also, the question may come, determine wavelength, then it will be wave velocity divided by frequency. So see, the definition of time period and wave velocity is not given, but you have, if the question came, then you have to write down from this that the time period of a wave can be defined as the time taken to complete a oscillation, and in case of wave velocity, the wave velocity is defined as the distance traveled by wave per unit time. Okay, so therefore the wave speed is equal to the product of its frequency and wavelength, and this implies the relationship between frequency and wavelength. What is the relation between frequency and wavelength? Then wave speed is equal to the product of its frequency and its wavelength. This is the relationship between frequency and wavelength, v equal to lambda into f. From equation 1, we can conclude that frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional to each other. How? See, in the equation 1, lambda equal to v by f, right? If we consider v as 1 or unit value, if we consider the unit value for velocity, then lambda equal to 1 by f, or f equal to 1 by lambda. That means the frequency and wavelength is inversely proportional to each other. Inversely proportional is when lambda equal to 1 by f. Here in case of frequency and time period, we can also say frequency is inversely proportional to time period, and time period is inversely proportional to frequency. Okay, so what we get from the equation 1, that frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional to each other. The wave with greatest frequency has the shortest wavelength. So since wavelength and frequency is inversely proportional to each other, when one increases, the other one will decrease. Therefore, when the frequency is greatest, the wavelength is shortest. When wavelength is greatest, frequency is lowest. Okay, so in case of inversely proportional cases, when one product increases, the other product decreases. Therefore, the greatest frequency, the shortest wavelength. Okay, last topic of this unit is sound. So we already told that the sound is a wave. Sound is also a wave. Sound is vibration that typically propagates as an audible wave of pressure through a transmission medium such as by gas liquid. Uh, so, uh, we know that for the wave travel, when wave travels, it needs a medium. For the sound wave, it can be traveled through gas and liquid. Sound cannot be traveled through vacuum or transmitted through vacuum. So for the transmission of sound wave, it needs a medium. That medium could be gas or liquid. So, and the form of sound wave is, this wave is called audible wave. The nature of sound wave is longitudinal wave in which the particle oscillate to and fro in the same direction of propagation. So, the nature of sound wave is longitudinal wave. It cannot be transmitted through vacuum. So, the sound wave cannot be transmitted through vacuum. That's why in space uh, we cannot hear the sound. So this is the velocity of sound in air, 344 meter per second or 1.235 meter per hour. Okay, so any question? This is the last topic of this chapter. If you have any question regarding this chapter, you may ask. তোমালোক এনে শুনি আছানে?
Ma'am,
Why
ma'am.
no one is responding?
Hello.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you show that amplitude wavelength, the front one?
What? The properties?
The first one, I know, yeah, the wavelength,
Yes.
amplitude, that one.
Yes. Any question in this slide? Why no one is responding anything? তোমালোকে বুজি পাইছা নে নাই বুলি সুধিলে একো নোকোৱা, কিবা কুৱেশ্যন আছে নে কি বুলি সুধিলেও একো নোকোৱা, এনেকে কেনেকে হ'ব?
মেম বুজি পাইছো।
Okay, start giving your attendance in the chat box.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
আপুনি এইটো এমপ্লিটিউড কেইটা এইটো ডেফিনেশ্যনটো দেখাই দিয়ক না স্ক্ৰীনশ্বটটো মাৰি ল'ম
এমপ্লিটিউডৰ ডেফিনেশ্যনটো মই দিয়া নাই এমপ্লিটিউডৰটো তোমালোকক নালাগে এইটো ছেমিষ্টাৰত বাকী কেইটাত জানিলে এমপ্লিটিউডটো জানি এমপ্লিটিউড ইজ জাষ্ট দ্য হাইট অফ দ্য ৱেভ অ'কে এমপ্লিটিউড ইজ দ্য হাইট অফ দ্য ৱেভ
হয়
Okay, thank you everyone.